Migrating your e-commerce store is already one of the biggest projects your team can take on. You're moving products, customer data, integrations, checkout flows, content, and years of custom functionality onto an entirely new platform. There are dozens of moving parts, and if you already have a mobile app, there's another problem waiting for you. Your app is probably connected to the platform you're leaving behind. So when your website moves, your app has to be rebuilt, reconnected, or replaced too. Your website migration suddenly becomes two massive projects running at the same time. That can add months of work, a huge cost, and a lot of risk to an already difficult process. But it doesn't have to. Keep watching and I'll explain the solution. First, the problem. It comes down to how most e-commerce apps are built. Most mobile apps connect directly to your e-commerce platform through APIs. The APIs let your app pull in your products, collections, customer accounts, cart, checkout, and other data from platforms your store is currently running on. Once you migrate to a new e-commerce platform, those original connections no longer apply. The new platform has different APIs, different data structures, different integrations, and often a completely different way of handling things like customer accounts, checkout, search, subscriptions, or loyalty. So even if your app looks the same on the surface, and it likely won't, everything that powers your app under the surface has to be rebuilt. For some brands, the problem is even more basic. A lot of app builders only work with specific e-commerce platforms. You might have an app built for Shopify, for example, then decide to migrate to BigCommerce, Salesforce Commerce Cloud, Magento, or a headless setup. If your app provider doesn't support the new platform, you can't take the app with you. You need to find a new provider and rebuild the entire app from scratch. That means recreating the design, navigation, product experience, integrations, analytics, and push notification setup inside a new platform. You may also need to migrate your existing app users and make sure that the new version replaces the old one without losing your app store presence or disrupting customers. Suddenly, your site migration has just about doubled in complexity. Custom-built apps come with a different version of the same problem. The custom app may have been designed specifically around your old e-commerce architecture. It may depend on custom APIs, middleware, or backend services built for the platform you're leaving. Once that backend changes, the app needs significant redevelopment. In some cases, it may need a complete overhaul. And custom app development isn't easy or quick. It's just another huge thing to take into account alongside your site migration. Now, this is where timelines start to get messy. Ideally, your new site and your updated app would launch at the exact same time. But in reality, one project is often ready before the other. You might finish the website migration first while the app is still connected to the old platform. Now you have to choose between delaying the website launch or launching the new site while the app remains outdated or broken. Also, customers may see different products, pricing, promotions, account details, or checkout experiences depending on whether they use the website or the app. In the worst case, the app stops working altogether. Your most loyal customers are often the ones using the app. They're the people you least want to disrupt during a major change. The easiest way to avoid this is to build an app that isn't tied to one e-commerce platform in the first place. Now that is how MobiLoud works. MobiLoud builds native iOS and Android apps from your live website instead of building your app on top of an e-commerce platform's APIs. Your app is powered by your live site. That means your app works with Shopify, BigCommerce, Magento, Salesforce Commerce Cloud, WooCommerce, Headless Commerce, or a completely custom setup. The e-commerce platform underneath can change, but as long as your website works, your app works with it. That gives you much more flexibility around the migration itself. You can move your app to MobiLoud before the site migration, and it will keep working through and after you move your new platform. Or you can move your app while you're migrating your site and have MobiLoud build it to match your new website and go live at the same time. You won't need to completely rebuild and redesign for your app, because all the work you're already doing for your site carries over. MobiLoud's team just handles the technical part and make sure that your app reflects your new and improved website design without the extra work of building it again from scratch. A site migration is already difficult enough. Your team has enough to think about without adding a full mobile app rebuild to the list. With MobiLoud, your app is powered by your live website, not a mess of APIs unique to a single platform. Your website moves and your app moves with it. You're free to deliver the best web experience possible on whatever platform you choose without worrying about breaking the VIP channel for your best customers.